Well, hello again, YouTube viewers and Facebook friends. Here's our brand new Halverson HWP-140B. This is the brand new model from Halverson. We're going to go ahead and get this off the pallet, get things opened up, and kind of feel like it's Christmas, but it's September. So let's get this unveiled, and I'll show you the differences between the two, and we'll go from there. Well, like I said, it's kind of like Christmas, so let's get to opening some presents. Here we have the older model 140 up front and the newer model 140B here in the background. Initial impressions, again, from what I had up at the Boonville, New York Woodsman's Day show, they are very similar, but once you start looking into the details, they are pretty different. Some of the significant changes have been made to the tray table itself. You can see here, if you look across from the front to the background, on how this is a welded on piece of steel across here, and it's on like a 45-degree angle. The one here in the background is part of a bent piece of steel, and it just kind of comes right up. There's no more weld across here at all. Here's the quick connectors. These are the same for the hydraulic couplers, of course. And get your supply, return, and case drain. The actual electrical plug is a lot different. It's like an 8-pin plug in there versus the older one, which looks to be about like a 12-pin kind of plug there. And the angle on the table is pretty much a flat to, like, I don't know, maybe a 35-degree angle, give or take there. And then the table has a rolled edge here that ends up here even and flush at the footstep, where the new one looks to carry a similar characteristic but a lot steeper angle here. And then there's an added lip right here that comes up on the tray table itself. That's a lot higher than the foot plate. The foot plate itself looks like there's holes punched here versus an expanded metal that's welded on there. You get the same hole for the oiler bottle, same oiler bottle, the hole in the bottle there. The grabber arm itself looks to be about the same between the two pieces. The same welded on cleats underneath. Same welded on cleats underneath. Little update to the warning labels. There's the new step I was telling you about, and that's in the first video there when we were up in Boonville. Kind of missing that one there. I must say it does make it a little bit easier to get into the cab, gives you something safe to step on, a little slip resistant to get up and in. And put some chain down holes inside here is what I was using on the trailer. You can kind of get the nice tie down strap loop inside of these. There's one in the front as well. Same Parker saw motors, same bar and chain, same proximity switches in the back of the saw bar and in the tray table, so the two of those don't meet. Similar 4-way wedge. Looks like the ears have changed just a little bit. These are more of a one-sided edge. Here, I can get around the angle. And then these look like it's a double angle. And it comes to a point right here. Still an adjustable head. I think the only other major feature upgrade on the B is going to be the electronic log length guide. I'm not going to do that demonstration today because I want the customer to be the first one to put a scratch on the new machine, not me. And we'll take that video out there with him in this upcoming week. There was one other noticeable difference that I forgot about. On this part of the processor, you'll see on the new ones it pretty much goes from about here and it cuts off all this extra steel. On the newer style Bobcats, where they come out of the boom arms with the hydraulic couplers, this angle, again, you were talking, it was like up into here somewhere. When it was curled all the way back towards the machine, that part was getting really close because the new Bobcats, the quick couplers come out like right here in the boom instead of being up higher. So when everything was tipped back, it was almost shearing the quick couplers and the hoses off. So for this customer that we're working with, he doesn't have the electronic package on his machine. So we're taking out a bunch of zip ties, some brochures so he can give it to his friends and hopefully get some more sales. We've got a Halverson hat, a spare chain that he ordered. Then this is, it actually comes inside the processor itself. It's a new owner's manual for the 140B. Then you get the new pin adapter in the case that you get something with the electronic package already on it for the 14 pin. There's a little booklet there of directions on how to line up which colors to which pin onside the plug, because every manufacturer does their machine just a little bit different, even though it's a 14 pin round plug adapter. This is the electronic kit that if you don't have the electronic package on your machine, this is the additional accessory kit. You have the left hand harness and the right hand harness with the power plug on it, and then this is the main wiring harness that goes up the boom and inside the cab that connects these two in-cab button controls to the module that's inside the processor. So again, here's the wiring harness set. Let's see if I can use my shadow here to kind of show you the different colors as far as the pin sets go each. You get the little tool for pushing them in and out. I can bring this up enough that it'll focus on it, but each one of these little holes has a letter associated with it, and then the Halverson sheet gives you the letter slot where the colored wire is supposed to go. Use the tool to push it in. There's a couple of blank plugs to go inside any extra holes that you might have. Haven't had the pleasure of doing one of these yet. As soon as I get an opportunity to do that, I will send it on to you as well. But for now, this is what it looks like.